Hello and welcome back to Star Wars The Living Set. Will, good to see you again.
Good to see you.
I feel like we say that every time.
We do.
It's a good intro. Yeah. All right, we're back again. We got 4 new cards coming at you for this episode. Once again, all of these cards are available. Actually, 2 new cards available every week on Topps.com.
Yep.
The ones we're talking about are older ones that were released a long time ago. Mm-hmm. Those are not available on Topps.com, but the new ones, every single week on Topps.com, 2 new cards come out. So far, we're only still talking about cards that have been, the art was done by Chris Penix. Mm-hmm. So again, shout out to Chris for doing a great job. And let's dive right into these 4 cards.
Yeah.
Does that work? Mm-hmm. Awesome. All right, the first card this week is card number 109, which is Kaz Xiano, or sometimes called Kaz, from Resistance. I'm going to be honest. I haven't watched Resistance at all. Have you?
Neither have I.
Okay. Neither of us have watched it. We're going to watch it, but we wanted to make sure we kept up on getting some videos out. We will go back and watch it. Real quick, we'll do some stats. They made 1,241. 27 have been graded by PSA, 9 PSA 10s, and 18 PSA 9s. Now, this is the first card in the Star Wars Living Set that's a Resistance character, so I thought that part was a little interesting stats. It was apparently voiced by Christopher Sean, who was also on Days of Our Lives. And apparently the Resistance show and the character focuses on spying on the growing threat of the New Order. Sorry, First Order, I believe is what it is.
Yeah, probably.
So I'm going to have to go back and watch it. If you've seen it, if you like it, if you don't, leave us a comment. Let us know. Yeah. I just haven't gotten into that one yet, but I'm sure we will at some point. Mm-hmm. Anything else on the show you haven't seen yet?
Nope.
Tough to make a comment on that one, isn't it?
Yeah,
All right, we'll go to you right away with card number 110. Is it Aayla?
Aayla Secura.
Aayla Secura. Take it away, Will.
So Aayla Secura is one of the, I don't know if she's the only Twi'lek Jedi, but she's one of the Twi'lek Jedi. We see her in Attack of the Clones. That's when we first see her. And stats quick, they made 1,286. 24 have been graded, 9 10s, and 13 9s. The actress is Amy Allen.
Yep.
Saying that right? Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
The character of Aayla Secura was added to episode 2 when Lucas saw the character on a cover of a comic.
Yeah, this was interesting. So they talked about that this character was introduced on a comic book, and apparently when George Lucas had seen that character on the cover, he's like, wow, that's a cool character, and we should figure out a way to add that person into episode 2. So that's kind of how she got added there as well.
Yeah. She was the Padawan to Quinlan Vos.
Yep.
Which I think is really cool because I think Quinlan Vos is awesome.
He's in Clone Wars, right?
Yes.
Got it. Okay. Yep.
I think he's super cool.
Yep.
First seen in the battle, or she battled in the Battle of Geonosis.
Yep. One of the people that survived there, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But then she did die on Felucia during Order 66. That part does kind of get dark.
Yeah, so she's one of the few that I think she's like walking through a forest.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, obviously, we get Order 66, and then she's no longer with us, right?
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Apparently, she's in Battlefront 2 game with 2 lightsabers. I was confused about this. I'm gonna have to look more into it.
Okay.
Because I play that game a lot, and I've never even seen Aayla Secura as a character. So it may be a mod. It might be the older Battlefront 2. You never know.
And it's on the internet, so it must be true.
Mm-hmm,
Got
definitely.
it. Okay.
She was then also in Clone Wars.
Was she in Clone Wars a lot?
I don't think a lot, but I think for some parts she was in there.
Got it.
For a little bit. But yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a lot more information on her out there whether it's through comics or different things. Obviously, she's very limited in the movies, very limited in some of the shows we've watched. Yeah. But I think there's a lot more stuff out there around comics. Yeah. Cool. Anything else on her?
I don't think so.
All right, we're moving along this week. Mm-hmm. All right, card number 111, Peli Motto, or Motto, whichever you prefer. She, of course, is coming to us from the Mandalorian series. So first, let's jump into some stats with Peli. They made 1,305. 29 have been graded by PSA, 18 10s, and 11 9s. So you remember she's actually the person that runs kind of the loading dock or the maintenance hangar.
Yeah.
When you're there. She's played by Amy Sedaris, who's been in a ton of different things. Mm-hmm. She's been in over 128 different TV shows and movies.
That's a lot of movies.
That's a lot of work.
Shows.
Yep. A couple of my favorite ones. She played Foxy Loxy in Chicken Little, one of my favorite animated movies of all time. Yeah. We'll actually put a picture of her up there for that one. And then it's that time of year where everyone gets to watch the movie Elf, and she's actually the secretary in there who interacts with Buddy at the beginning. That's also Amy Sedaris there.
I do really like how it's the same person because they both kind of have like that sort of like crazy, like really curly hair.
Yep.
But they also look completely different, but the exact same at the exact same time.
Yep.
I didn't realize that it was her at first.
Yeah.
The first watch, I was like, I recognize her, but I don't know what it's from.
Yeah.
And then later, I don't know, a few weeks later or something like that, we watched Elf, and I was like, oh my gosh,
It is her
from Mando.
Yep.
So, yeah.
So what do you think about like her character development? She went from like this random person they interact when they land and they take off, but then really in the later seasons of Mando, like
And in Boba Fett.
And in Boba Fett, she's kind of a key part. What do you think about that?
I really like the character. I think that kind of like Hanger Bay, like kind of like random person, but also like really funny.
Yeah.
That part really comes through, and I just love the character so much. It's very easily one of my favorite characters from Mando.
Yeah, I think it's really funny her interactions with the Jawas, talking to them, and just kind of all the funny things that she says and does. Her character's definitely grown on me. I'm a big fan of Peli Motto.
Yeah.
All right, anything else on her?
I don't think so.
All right, last card of the week, card number 112, Yaddle. Tell us about Yaddle.
So Yaddle is someone who not many people know very well.
Yep.
But that's why we're here, so you can learn about her.
That's why we're here.
So Yaddle is in Phantom Menace. Run stats quick. They made 1,328. 33 have been graded. 10 23s and 9 9s. She is seen in episode 1. And then...
So in episode 2, she's no longer on the Jedi Council.
Yeah.
She's actually replaced on the scenes where they film the Jedi Council, where they're all sitting around on their little pillows. Mm-hmm. She's replaced by Shaak Ti, who I don't think Shaak Ti has any lines there either. Yaddle had no lines either.
No, I think we saw her for a few seconds, maybe.
Correct.
Something like that.
Yep. And sometimes people call her Yoda's girlfriend.
Yeah, because they're the same species, and yeah.
We don't know that or not.
I've seen many memes about it. Yes. Continuing on. She was allegedly killed by Dooku when she followed him and found out that he was working with Sidious. Yeah. I did see a little Lego thing about that, so I don't know if that's like actual storyline or if it's just canon or.
I think it's just people kind of making up some backstory there. I don't know where that would come from, but if you go check out Wikipedia, not Wikipedia, but Wikipedia, there's always a ton of backstory and canon and history on people that, like this character here, Yaddle. I think the character was on the screen for maybe, I don't know, less than a minute. Yeah. Yet there's entire pages of backstory and what happened and how it happened. Yeah. That's one of the positive things of the internet. Yeah. Okay.
And then in the animated Tales of the Jedi, she is voiced by Bryce Dallas Howard.
Yeah. So Bryce Dallas Howard, of course, has been in a ton of different movies. Famous most recently around the Jurassic Park series. So we'll put a picture of her up there as well. Yeah. Cool. Anything else on Yaddle for this week?
I don't think so.
All right, so we have 4 cards. So again, every week we got to pick what is your favorite card of this week? Favorite card?
I'm going to go with Peli.
You're going with Peli? Okay, Peli, I was going to go with Peli. I'm actually going to go with Aayla. I really like the look on Aayla. Peli was a close second for me, but I'm going with Aayla this time. Yeah. All right. Well, again, thank you guys for joining. We hope you enjoy our show. If you're interested in checking out the new cards, 2 new cards every single week on Topps.com, leave a comment. Otherwise, hopefully you guys will keep checking out our show, and we'll see you again soon.
Bye.